No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on last year's national champions, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cardinals' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running behind that left side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, UTSA. Once he got some room, it was over.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Coming out with it, it's Willis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Cardinals are on the move. Power football with the run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a proven game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has been threatening from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Floating away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
From the gun. Using his feet to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it out. It's Willis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got a man. It's Otis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into
breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Blunt. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's it, fly. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for his man. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Right back to the well. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's him fly. Touchdown, Louisville! Grabbed in the end zone and with 6 on the board. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. He now has 62 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Roadrunners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Going to sling it on second down. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Roadrunners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTSA!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Will. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long.
42 Spider.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now on first and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear.
Easy.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. He's now up to 75 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Cardinals just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. This quarterback part of their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And then I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football the whole...
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it all right. Off to the races. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kent State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there inside Dick's Stadium. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Looking to throw on first down. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They go to the ground. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Otis. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. Finds a man on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has has it back and the offense coming out ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Near the sticks, it's Jolly. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Blunt. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Blunt. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Working on the right. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Coming out with it, it's Willis. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's going to fire deep. Underneath Tulsa coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisville. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
Let's go!
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. There he goes. I don't know if it was luck or a aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Baker. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Gashes him in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UTSA! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out. It's Willis. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Yankee blue. Spider.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Bring in the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
22, water.
They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He throws one to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kelly. That's 20. He's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, ready?
Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. And off from the shotgun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Can't complete the long throw, and